All right, it's May 1st. That's an important day to me. It is Lyme Disease Awareness Month. Welcome to my channel, Surf the Storm, where we talk about mindset, healing journeys, all that good stuff. Why just ride out the storm when you can learn to surf it? On this day, since it's the first day of Lyme Disease Awareness, I don't always on my channel just talk about Lyme disease. I talk about more healing journey and mindset and stuff that I learned. But since Lyme disease did turn my life completely upside down, I want to share my story. I'm going to do it in two parts. And the first part is going to go up to when I got diagnosed. It's going to be a short video, like 10 minutes. That's it. And then the part two is going to be the whole entire healing journey. And I guess we're going to start from there. Also, anyone tried these Waterloo friggin' sparkling waters? So good, but that has nothing to do with this. All right, so all through my 20s, I started getting just random illnesses, or just like issues, like unbelievable, crazy issues. And I mean, when I say I saw every single doctor you could even imagine, I mean, I went to my primary care doctor and he straight up told me, he's like, hey, you look healthy. There's nothing wrong with you. I'd go back, they'd run like just normal blood work, but like everything's fine. I started getting air hunger where, I mean, I could not breathe. Like I'd be yawning all day long. And then those turned into insane panic attacks. And it'd be crazy too, because I was not an anxious person at all. But after like yawning all day long, trying to get this breath in and everything, and then all of a sudden your fingers would go numb, and like I could not get a breath in. And I went to the doctors and I would tell them, and he would literally he told me, I have anxiety. It's just anxiety. I mean, I got sent to a psychiatrist. I mean, crazy. Then I started getting like crazy stomach issues. I mean, just the worst stomach issues ever. I would go to stomach doctors and, it was like IBS. And the list went on. I'd have every single doctor you could even imagine. Like all of a sudden different blood work would be off and everything, but the basics would be okay. So it was like, oh, well, you got this wrong. I'd have heart palpitations, but then they'd all be in like flares. So it would for 2 months, I wouldn't be able to breathe. All of a sudden that would be fine. Then something else would happen. So I started literally thinking I was crazy because this would go on for years. Never had any answers. I always just got like vague diagnoses. And this lasted, I went undiagnosed for like 15, 16, 17 years, something like that. I didn't get diagnosed, which I'll get to later, till like my late 30s. But absolute crazy because, like I said, I just always was that weird person too that was just like, I'd be fine, everyone would see me, and I'd be out there sucking it up and being fine, and then all of a sudden, like, people would, like, I'd be invited somewhere, and I'd always have, like, mystery illnesses, and people probably just thought I was crazy because I never had an actual answer, and it really messes with your head. But, we will make this a fast video and skip ahead to the actual time when I did get a diagnosis. I was going on vacation with my family, and I live in Massachusetts. We were going to New Hampshire. We were going with another couple, all of our kids and everything, like a fun, like one of those, like, Yogi Bear, like camping grounds and everything. So I wake up that morning, and I had the worst headache I've ever had in my whole entire life. Like I thought I was going to die. And I'm not a person that goes to like emergency rooms and stuff. Like I usually suck it up because, like I said, I never had any answers from doctors, so I pretty much just never would go. But I actually went to the emergency room that day because that was the worst headache I've ever had. They basically said, hey, you just have migraines and stuff. It's just a migraine. We're gonna give you a bunch of drugs, kind of like knock it out of you. So they just pumped me full a bunch of drugs. I don't even know what they were, and I got released. And this is the day I'm leaving, remember? So I went home. And I had to tell my wife, I'm like, hey, like, I am so tired now. I gotta go like sleep. So I took like a monster nap and sucked it up because guess what? It was time to go to New Hampshire. So I drove to New Hampshire for vacation. And on the second day at New Hampshire, I started it got really weird. My face started hurting, like tightness on like one side of my face. Super weird. Really scary. I had no energy. My head still hurt. The headache still came back. So like my neck was stiff. Every single thing hurt so bad. I still sucked it up because, like, we're with people and everything. I was not myself. It sucked so bad. And then the next day we went to like an amusement park, like a Santa's house. I forget what it is even called. But whatever it was, all of a sudden when I was there, my face really started hurting. It got to the point where all of a sudden, like, I looked in the mirror, my face froze. The left side of my face drooped, like completely split down the middle. I couldn't smile. I would smile and like this part just stayed like that. I couldn't all of a sudden breathe out of my left nostril. My left nostril froze. Like, my eye froze. Like, the left side of my throat wouldn't even produce saliva. It was the scariest thing ever. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. Like, I literally showed my wife, like, my face is frozen. Like that. Like, I literally couldn't, like, talk. Like, it was, like, harder to even talk. Because, like I said, one whole side of my face, like, shut down. So, we, like, oh, this is ridiculous. I felt embarrassed and everything. I mean, it was just, like, how the hell? I was like, wow, I'm going to die. It was scary. And it also sucks because we had to leave. We drove from that place right back to our packed everything, and we left. Like, this was probably like a full 2 days early or something. So obviously I feel like shit because, hey, I just ruined the whole entire vacation, and I drove all the way home probably like 3.5 hours with my face frozen. That sucked. Get home, I drop off the whole entire family, and I drive myself right to the emergency room. So you want to talk about a long day? I'm in the emergency room. I walk in. The girl, even at the front, she goes, oh, yeah, that's just like Bell's palsy. You got Bell's palsy. We'll give you some. They'll probably just give you medicines. Like, don't worry, like, you'll be okay. So I go in there. They do all the tests. I think I got like a brain MRI because they want to make sure I was not having a stroke. They ruled that out. No stroke, thank God. And a bunch of other stuff was okay. So they're like, all right, you know what? We're going to just pump you full of steroids, pump you full of antivirals, and be on our way. And the last second, I'm so thankful for this emergency doctor because, like I said, I got gaslit for years and years, and I like still pretty much have like doctor's PTSD. It was late at night now. I think my dad I couldn't even drive. Like, I had to have someone like pick me up. I think my dad might have had to come and pick me up or something. But at the last second, one of the doctors, before they let me out, they're like, you know what? Run a full tick-borne illness panel on him. And they tested me for all the tick-borne illnesses, which at the time, I knew absolutely nothing about. And anyway, I got sent home. I just kept taking the steroids, kept taking the antivirals. And then I got a call from the emergency room doctor like 3 or 4 days later. And they're like, oh, hey, you have Lyme disease and babesiosis. And I was like, oh, I was actually so excited because I was like, oh my God, I finally got a diagnosis. I celebrated. After I asked, I said, excuse me, all right, Lyme disease, what, okay, but what is the other word? Like, and he's like, oh, it's babesia. And he basically told me it was like almost like the American version of like malaria, I think he told me. I was like, oh, that doesn't sound great. But anyway, he was like, we're going to subscribe you doxycycline, atovaquone, hydroxychloroquine. Like, I got subscribed like 4 different medicines. He's like, stop taking those other medicines right away and just follow up with your doctor and whatever. So I actually celebrated. I ran out to my wife and like, babe, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm finally got like a diagnosis like this. Maybe this is what's been wrong with me. I don't know. And at the time, I was super excited because I'm like, you know what? I got these issues. I'm just going to take these pills and I'm going to be fine and life is going to be great. Holy crap. I had another thing coming because, you know, we'll talk about trying to heal from all that stuff after. But that is where I'm going to end this video because if I talk too long, I'm not going to lie, my brain fog and ADHD, I'm going to lose the plot. So we're just going to keep these in 2 short videos. So finally got the diagnosis, thought everything was good, and I will continue my story in part 2.